Alright everybody, welcome back to another Magic the Gathering event from Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia. As I realize I have my own speakers on, my name is Zachary Evans. I'm joined tonight by Max Turner.
How's it going this evening?
And tonight we have something that we're very excited about. It is not, for those of you who are faithful viewers, you will recognize it is not Friday. It is not 6:30 Eastern. We are not playing Friday Night Magic. We are not playing Standard.
No, we're not.
Tonight we are having what will hopefully be a recurring Wednesday Night Legacy event. So,
they're off to the races.
They are off to the races. We'll give you some more information about what's going on here shortly. On the right, we have Michael Taylor, who you may remember from many a co-hosting gig here on our stream. He is playing Mono Red Burn, which is fairly self-explanatory. His opponent on the left, local legend, stream regular, co-host of last week's Star City Games Invitational.
Regional legend now.
Regional, dare I say international legend. Adam Vickers, who is playing a mono blue control deck, basically an energy field deck, similar to the Athens blue build that many people have played. So, Michael starts off with a turn 1 suspended Rift Bolt, which he forgot to. I will mention. I was going to wait till the break, but there's a little bit of. A lot of these guys are playing some borrowed decks. That's all you need to know, the long and short of it. But,
we didn't start our clock.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we didn't start our clock, so let's start it at like 38.
Boop. Game on.
Yeah, so Adam takes...
what did he force?
He forced a Goblin Guy.
Seems reasonable.
Right, Michael didn't have it in his opening hand, but he did pick it up.
Bolted after?
What was that? Yeah, so. See if I can get somebody to do the...
It's going to be done quick.
Can somebody do the life thing?
Technology, high over Adam Vickers' head.
Now this game could go short or it could go long.
It's at 11 already. Not word.
Well, it is the burn deck. And if the game does go short, hopefully we'll get...
What's our other matches? I didn't notice the other pairings.
So, who is in the other pairings? I don't have it in front of me, but I remember from Joey Smith playing Sam Black Zombies is up against Joe Lewis playing Dredge, LED Dredge. Garrett Meadows playing Belcher is playing against Vince Smith playing Dredge. Jordan Peckjo playing Maverick is playing against Joseph Deal playing Sneak and Show. So we have 2 Dredge decks and 1 Zombie deck in the field. We have 1 Belcher deck. So we have 4 completely degenerate decks. We have 1 Control deck, 1 Maverick deck.
Sneak and Show.
4 of them belong to me.
There you go. Zach Evans providing Legacy for everybody.
I just want to play Legacy, and I just want everyone else to play Legacy. I'm very disappointed. Not too many people checking this out currently on the...
Not very many? I mean, it's an odd night. It's Wednesday. I'm not sure what else is going on.
That's exactly the kind of night that most people should be watching this, I would think. But...
I mean, there's a new episode of Rex Restoration later.
So...
Whatever that show's called.
So here's the crux of Adam's deck. Turn 2 Energy Field. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Energy Field, basically you cannot... Adam can't take damage.
It's a douche card for Adam.
It is a prison card. He's definitely playing a lock deck. But basically he can't take damage until one of the energy field goes away, and it only goes away if a card of his goes to the graveyard from anywhere. So we see Vidalkin's Shackles come down, which will basically...
So what goes out here? Real Elemental Blast, and the one goes up Islands? Or is that the other one that puts up Islands?
We see Sensei's Divining Top as Adam will go digging for more action. Basically, his out here is to wait until Adam eventually plays a win condition, and then bolt it. Yeah.
Does he play Jace?
I'm not sure. So...
He tries to make a invincible board state. That's a countertop with an energy field and a shackles. We're gonna be here for a while.
Welcome to Legacy, Michael Turner. So yeah, while this game has already devolved into a shambles of. So Adam has won the game. Now we just have to wait for like 20 minutes until he finds a way to actually win it.
Let's talk about something else.
Let's talk about what's going on here. So we are currently located in South Charleston, West Virginia. We are coming to you live from what everyone likes to refer to as the broom closet.
It's true.
I'd like to think we are the best Magic stream originating from a broom closet in the world.
I agree.
These gentlemen are playing Legacy here tonight. We have what I would like to think is a thriving Magic community. We get 30 people for an FNM. If you've watched our FNM streams every week, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
We're on the upswing.
The problem is we do not have what I would call a existent Legacy community. So we have some people who play Legacy, but they're not nearly as popular as Standard is. No modern, no vintage, a little bit of Legacy, almost all Standard. So what we're trying to do is as I get distracted by the chat, we're simply trying to introduce people to a new format and hopefully get people excited about it and have these events more often.
Yes.
That being said, we fielded 8 people tonight for basically a very simple win-a-bucks kind of thing.
It's a pickup tournament.
It's a very low entry fee with prizes for participation, very top-heavy payout. So what you're going to end up seeing here is probably some suboptimal play, because a lot of these people are not familiar with their decks because I literally just put them together and gave them to them.
But we're here for the fun of the game.
All of the decks are fair. They all have outs to the other decks.
Except for Adams.
Well, he does have outs in the in game 2 and 3. He does have he has 4 red elemental blasts. That's the good thing about all these is that I know all the deck lists for all the decks, so I can just from memory spout them out.
There you go. Best commentary ever.
So anyway, not a lot of people are watching right now, so I guess it's not really going to matter. But I was afraid earlier that people would see Legacy, be very excited to come and watch Legacy. We'll get here, would see someone stumble around a Legacy deck they're not familiar with and think, what the hell's going on?
And just turn it off.
Yeah. What has happened is people have skipped the part where they don't know what's going on and have just turned it off already by never logging in. I don't know why. I mean, for our F&M stream, for everything, we usually get like a pretty good turnout for F&M streams. I'm a little bit disappointed here.
We popped up on the front page of Star City.
Should be. Oh, they don't do that anymore. Like pop up on the front page.
Really?
No.
They're slacking.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh yeah, the top's gonna remove all this, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that let's see, Rod's that Trinket Mage is gonna rot out?
Mm-hmm. At this point, all he needs is a Grizzly Bear. So.
And 10 slow, agonizing turns.
Yeah. Such are the perils of Legacy.
But in everybody's defense, Adam loves this deck.
Mm-hmm. I just got another reply on YouTube. Someone looking for a deck list from your previous appearance. You're slowly becoming a Magic celebrity.
So we're gonna start podcasting.
No, we're not going to do that. There's absolutely no reason to start a podcast. I thought about this critically. There's just because most of the podcasts that exist shouldn't exist, let alone.
The A team had Michael Flores on.
All right, so here is one. If Vickers doesn't have a Force or a Spell Pierce here, this is one of the few things that. Ooh,
is its mana cost 6?
It is 6.
I know he has a Force in those top, but that doesn't gonna cut it. I went Energy Field.
Mm-hmm. So
maybe he has a backup.
He still does have countertop assembled. Michael still is in a bit of a pinch here, but at least he is drawing live now.
He did drop 2 lands just now.
So we see Price of Progress here, which will force Adam to sack his Flooded Strand, which moves I believe there's a Spell Pierce on top, so that at least reshuffles. Michael can always hope that there's 3 lands on top when he comes back.
What is he trying to run out here? Golden Gods?
He's just going to try and dome him. The problem with the one drop is that we see another energy field and a brainstorm on top, so that's going to get countered too.
That's sick.
You know, I play a lot. You actually know me fairly well. I play a lot of combo decks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like to do in Magic, is do something really degenerate. People hate combo decks, or at least there's a subsection of most of your control players hate combo decks.
Correct, yeah.
But what is worse? Turn 2 show and tell for an Emrakul, or just having it like a 40-minute game where you're not allowed to resolve any spells?
They're both frustrating, but I believe with the turn 2 Emrakul, off show and tell, you know, at least you can go eat dinner.
Yeah, at least you can go get something to eat. You can go sweat your other matches. You take a nap. You can just drop and go home.
Yeah. No, with this one you're just stuck here.
Athens Blue or Mono Blue, whatever you want to call it. Enchantress is another really annoying prison deck. I like it. I forgot to update Michael's or Adam's score. The Price of Progress did serve as a gut shot.
Another energy field.
Yeah, it was on top. When he spun the top in response to the lava spike, it was Brainstorm, Mountain, Energy Field.
Seems good. I'm watching the delayed version. I need to watch the big boy version.
Usually whoever sits in the co-host seat is supposed to monitor the chat. But so far, the only thing in the chat is something derogatory about Michael Taylor, which I believe is from his brother. Or from... it could be his wife, maybe, I don't know.
She was in the...
She may be doing it from a smartphone.
We do have that technology.
The Twitch app, as much as I enjoy Twitch, the Twitch app for Android
Sucks.
Well, I don't want to say sucks, because I don't want to get back to them, because I'm pretty sure they're watching.
Well, I mean, I have a lot of problems with it. A lot of problems with it.
It's not very stable, but also my phone is very, very poor, so...
Well, I had an iPhone and it still acted up. That wasn't even Android, it still acted up. I had the app for my Kindle. It works pretty good.
So at least the good thing about this game...
I believe that's Hunter Sumter, and then that is Matt Taylor that's talking trash about Michael Taylor. The real question is why Hunter Sumter's not here.
Hunter's not here because I was told by Vince that he has a class this evening that would not allow him to be here on time. We've had several people that would normally be Legacy regulars that could not come tonight because of one person in particular is preparing to go to Grand Prix Philly at the end of the weekend.
Would that be Mr. Swisher?
That would be Sam Swisher, former Star City Games Legacy Open second place finisher.
Oh, glad he's not here.
To Chris Cronenberger playing Athens Blue at Star City Louisville last year, I believe.
Well, we don't want that ringer in this house.
He's not here. Brent Rose, who regulars will have remembered from the stream as a commentator and player. He had to work this evening. Could not get here until 7. He's supposed to. He did. He's supposed to stop by afterwards. So the idea here, for those of you watching, is that you slog through a couple of weeks of us getting our wits about us, and then
we'll have this thing rolling. Oh, the dolphin shackles.
That's not a play you see too often.
Oh! That was saucy.
No, I think it doesn't work that way because it doesn't go to his graveyard.
Is it not?
No.
You sack it and then it's like, does it like go, oh god, it's not my graveyard, run away?
Yeah, I don't think you can ever put a card in your graveyard. I don't know if it triggers that. I'm not a judge. Our usual judge for tonight is not here, so it kind of flies solo. Yeah, it goes to the owner's graveyard. I feel so bad for Michael. Michael being very generous, good sport, decided to come here. He was our 8th person, picked at the burn deck. He was very excited about playing it, and only got to play like 3 turns of Magic before Adam Vickers did this.
Well, you know, it's Adam Vickers.
But game 2, he's going to be on the play. He's bringing in 4 copies of Red Elemental Blast and 3 Smash to Smithereens.
Those are good.
Relevant. Also gives him something else to target.
No boils to hate out at him.
No boil. The deck is designed to run on 2 lands, does not play 4-drop boil. Someone in the chat is asking if Vickers plays Tezzeret in his deck. I do
believe
not
so.
know, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. The last deck, he's made some changes to this since the last time we played against it, or I played against it, I should say.
I don't think he has Jace either, which is a shame because
Jace would make this, yeah, it would make this game a lot better.
I saw Jace at the Charcoal trying to pick up.
Let Adam Vickers come in here and play this deck.
My fault. I invited him today.
How am I supposed to drive internet traffic to our
just
inaugural legacy stream when I've got Adam Vickers out there energy field and countertopping people?
Somebody likes to watch this.
Yeah, dirty communists.
Well, they need to get some Russian streams going.
#1 rated Soviet live stream from a broom closet.
Only.
Mm-hmm. I'm very interested. Last week as we continue to have a conversation because this game is not fun to watch. Last week for our FNM, well not last week because last week we did not have an FNM because we were at CharCon. For those of you who know what CharCon is, you should go back and watch the archives available on YouTube.
Where I was a baller all weekend.
Max, you did win the Star City Games Invitational Qualifier. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coverage of that available on YouTube. But anyway, the week before that, our FNM stream topped out at 137 people.
Really?
There were 137 people watching us in Nowheresville, West Virginia, most of which did not know West Virginia was a state.
It's
to
true.
be fair,
we're part of Virginia.
they're watching us play Magic. It was a glorious time. We had tons of fun.
I'm excited.
So I just kind of assumed, it's Wednesday, people have a lot of downtime. Figured they watch some Legacy, because Legacy is fun to watch.
There's no major sporting events tonight.
There is a Legacy stream on Tuesdays that I watch. Last night I did not have a stream, I was very upset.
Who does that?
South Florida Magic.
No, I've heard of them.
They, it's just a bunch of guys that just decided to stream there. They have a Legacy tournament at a comic book store, and they stream it. It's all self-run. Very, very inspiring.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But I figured they get like 100 people. 100. They topped out 140 a few weeks ago. I figured, maybe we could get a reasonable number. Maybe not that high, but
Close.
I'm a little bit upset. There's only a Baker's dozen watching this right now. I mean, it really doesn't matter.
I mean, we've only been running for like 20 minutes now.
Yes, I should have turned this on much earlier.
So we just got snowball.
For those of you who are not, who did not start watching at the outset, you'll be excited to see what's coming up when we go to break, because we have a brand new splash screen for in between rounds.
Best
courtesy of Cliff Markham. I'm not going to tell you any more about it. As finally the slow death ends.
Who won?
I know who lost. Everyone lost. Adam Vickers takes game 1. I will admit to putting Adam Vickers under the feature match camera because his deck is one of the few what I would refer to as real decks in the room. Like I said, for those of you just joining us, we are streaming our first ever Wednesday Night Legacy event from Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia.
Monumental.
It is early. I kind of think that we're going to reshape the Magic community as a whole, not just here locally, but worldwide.
Yeah.
By our top-notch play, our innovative deck design, and our world-class commentary and coverage.
I mean, what time is it right now on the East Coast?
It's game time is what I think it is.
Who? I mean, it's only like 4 o'clock in the West Coast, so they're not even off work yet.
It is true.
OSB's like, I'm stuck typing, I can't watch the stream. Brian Kibler, too busy working to watch the stream.
Technically, I think LSP is mountain time. Does he live in Colorado?
I thought they were all in California.
I don't know. Let's quit pretending like we have any idea what those pseudo-celebrities do.
I invited Conley Woods to the Friday Magic with...
You know what I have taken? That's interesting you should mention that. I, this week, did something I had told myself I would not do for a long, long time. Now that I'm very excited about the concept of Facebook, because just as a way of, part of the reason I enjoy this stream is because of that marketing game I told you about before, where I like to see how many people I can get involved in this. It's I make no monetary profit off of. Actually, I'm quite in the red.
It's a good social experiment.
It's fun. It's very fun like that. It's my hobby. So I never used Facebook before. I had a Facebook, I just didn't use it.
Correct.
I'm on Facebook all the time now, but not as myself, as the Zach Sells Magic Productions. Which I hate that word productions, but you gotta have something that indicates that it's something, but whatever. But this week I did something that I said I would never do.
Did you add all the birds?
I did.
Yes.
I started adding them. I don't know why. I don't know what interaction I'm going to have with them. But I'm now friends with the likes of Mike Flores, Conlon Woods, Kenny Mayer.
Nice. K-May.
He has a very fun Facebook profile picture. Go and check out Kenny Mayer.
I got friends with him.
How can you get in touch with us on Facebook? Or check out the YouTube archives we talked about? That's a good question, Max.
Thank you.
If you want to get in touch with us, if you want to follow us, see our archive footage, or check out future events, it's very simple. Just search for Zach Sells Magic on any form of social media.
You're very easy to
YouTube,
find.
everything we've ever uploaded, everything we've ever recorded, 2 months worth of FNM streams, Cube Draft, Launch Party Draft, Star City Games Invitational Qualifier,
You can waste a lot of time watching this
West
stuff.
Virginia State Championships, all of it archived on YouTube. Search for user Zach Sells Magic. We're on Twitter. You can tweet at us right now. Now we'll respond to it.
I'll pretend to respond to it.
Max will pretend to respond to it because Max is illiterate, but you can contact us on Twitter.
Thanks for the stereotyping.
Follow us on Twitter. You know, that'd probably be a good thing to do because, I don't know, we give away things on Twitter every Friday Night Magic stream, so I'm just saying.
There was some sweet stuff given away last week.
If you like free stuff, we gave away 3 months of Star City Premium, we gave away a full Restoration Angel, we give away our usual Rock, Paper, Scissors cards.
I have accumulated a legitimate buttload of those.
1 metric butt ton, I believe, of Star City Games Premium.
If you would like to continue giving those away, I've only used one, and I decided I don't want to use it anymore.
Finally, like we said, we are on Facebook, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic. We upload pictures of every event, highlight video from our FNM stream every week, general Magic discussions. I post new things up there. Like last night, I posted about the new Commander's Arsenal and Modern Masters.
I didn't even know about it.
A lot of people didn't know about it, so I'm just saying we're on the cutting edge of breaking Magic news. And then finally, if you're watching us right now, obviously you know where our Twitch stream is. But for those of you watching on YouTube, twitch.tv/ZachSellsMagic. Go there, log in, follow us. Every time this bad boy goes live, you get an email in your inbox.
I do.
Your phone buzzes, your laptop makes a noise, you think to yourself, oh, I need to drop everything I'm doing right now. Go to my laptop or computing device of choice.
I was at an Outback today, and the stream came on. I was like, oh shit.
It was at an
Gotta
Outback.
go. Gotta go.
I love how you chose an Outback. So, but anyway, for the few of us that are watching, we appreciate it. We are watching some legacy action as Adam Vickers, playing a mono blue control deck featuring Energy Field and Countertop Lock, has taken Game 1 over Michael Taylor, piloting mono red burn.
Which, I mean, you think that maybe the mono red would be fast enough to put enough pressure on Adam,
The problem is that Adam's, if he goes turn 1 top, turn 2 counterbalance, or turn 1 top, turn 2 energy field, there's very little that Michael can do. He has to hope that he has Red Elemental Blast, and he has to hope that Adam does not have counter magic. So we know.
You can't hope that.
We know Michael's bringing in his 4 copies of Red Elemental Blast. The question is, what is Adam bringing in? Also, I don't know if Michael's bringing any copies of Smash to Smithereens.
I'm bringing at least 2.
Well, they just give you something to target. Price of Progress should come out.
Yeah, because Adam's went back to basics.
Yes.
So Price of Progress is kind of...
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's one of the advantages of Mono Blue deck, is it is resilient to Wasteland.
I don't know if he has Power Blast and Red Elemental Blast.
No, he does not. Since it's my deck and I
We have
built the
8
sideboard. Yeah, the question is how many people are playing tonight. Just 8. You got to start somewhere. We are playing the equivalent of a winner box tonight. For those of you watching who are regional, I don't know if we're going to do this every week. My goal is every 2 weeks.
Every 2?
Yeah, because...
Would you fill it with like a Wednesday night standard or like a Wednesday night modern?
There's no point in trying to do modern at this point because...
I've been getting asked quite often if I have a modern deck though lately.
Well, one monumental bridge at a time, I think. But at least my point, at least we like to try and have this like once every couple of weeks to give people a chance to build interest.
If we had a potluck dinner attached to this tournament where more people show up?
Sure, maybe like a late night bingo.
Cliff, would you come if we cooked dinner?
Mm-hmm.
The best intro deck from Return to Ravnica. That's a very good question.
Someone in the chat is asking, as a new player, what the best intro deck would be for someone new to the game from Return to Ravnica.
I would believe the event deck, the green, black, or the red, black.
Yeah, there are 2 event decks.
That are
a Rakdos deck and a, which is red, black, or a blue, red. They are labeled event deck. Do not get the intro deck. Intro deck is designed as a casual thing.
Are you wanting to go into like playing F&Ms right off the bat, or you just want to play at home?
If you want to play at F&M, if you want to be slightly competitive right off the bat, go ahead and get yourself an event deck. Either one is good. The red one is probably better. It seems like the chat is on the red one.
I don't understand why the frag test is in the sideboard of the green-black one.
I actually saw an internet discussion earlier today about why they think that is. As the match is underway and we see turn 1 Vexing Devil, which should just be Flame Javelin, right?
Yep.
The reason it is, I think, is because they're just trying to increase the value of the deck to get people to buy it. Because there's literally no reason for that card to be in the sideboard. Doesn't really fit in the main deck, and doesn't make no sense in the sideboard. But it does make people want to buy it.
It's true.
You know what's better than 1 Goblin Guide? 2 Goblin Guides.
Well, the event decks are, I mean, they're crafted to be F&M ready.
What did he show off of the? What did he show off the as they struggle with the iPod?
I don't know. Will's answered his question. He thinks that the event deck would be harder to play off the bat.
That is not true. You want to start with something that's competitive. That way, if you enjoy it and you want to go to F&M, that's the one. The intro decks are a little bit too watered down.
I mean, you do get 2 packs with them. They're good value.
You see a counterspell, take out a Hellspark Elemental. Vidalcan Shackles off the top. As we see Vickers drop to 8. Michael in a much better spot this game. Counterbalance.
Yeah, there's a lot of good coherent tribal decks right now that you could run off of. Like Humans is pretty decent to build. It should be hard. Zombies. Well, Zombies on the expensive end.
Yes. Okay,
like the most expensive thing in Humans is what, Champions?
So, trigger on the stack. Misses on the first one. Drops to 7 off a crack on the fetch. Goes digging for another land. In response to the crack, look at Michael Taylor like a boss. Like a boss responding. Oh, no, he messed up. Because it was still on top. Because he forgot that the trigger... Again, these are players playing decks that are new to them.
There's nothing wrong with this.
No, how else are you going to learn?
Red's a good starting point. We happen to be focusing on a red deck right now on our stream that is the epiphany of burn your head off.
So, Vickers has to counter this. It's a relic on top. So blind flip for the win. Although to be fair, other than lands, obviously the zeros are the most common in this deck, but
1s and 2s.
There are a lot of 1s in this deck. That's not actually too surprising.
Right now there's, 2 red-based guilds, red, black, and red, blue?
Yep, Is it and Rakdos.
The red-black deck's much more aggressive.
One game to the good guys is Michael Taylor. Takes 1 back. So I think that's good for anybody who's just joining us. Michael Taylor takes game 2 there in this legacy match. Game 1 won by Adam Vickers, basically establishing a turn 3 hard block against the burn deck. So it's good to see, for people to see that every deck has foils. I mean, Adam's deck has a very difficult lock for the burn deck to try and break out of. But if you can't assemble it, he still just dies on turn. That was a turn 4 kill, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's got to be fast about that.
Yeah. And if he didn't have the countertop, it would have been a turn 3 kill. So sometimes you just go Vexing Devil, 2 Goblin Guides, and a handful of burn. Sometimes that's good enough. More importantly, let's talk about this. One thing, as a guy who likes Legacy, one thing I get really tired of people talking about is how expensive Legacy is to break into. First of all, the burn deck that Michael's playing, a similar deck won not 1 but 2 back-to-back Star City Games Legacy Opens earlier in the summer.
I mean, it's a very powerful deck.
It costs about $100 on the secondary market. If you eBayed those cards, about $100. Do you know how much a standard deck costs right now?
Way more than that.
Like a Jund Ram deck or a Jund Zombies deck? Close to $1,000. $800 retail, probably.
Let's sell my Jund deck.
So anybody who thinks that Legacy is too expensive, I'm not going to argue with it. There are some decks, but you have to go out and build 43 lands right off the bat and drop $2,000 retail.
Right. I mean, it's like a ladder.
Trade off your standard for Legacy staples.
It's hard to do nowadays. I got shut down hard at Charcon about that.
Yeah, you trade them in. You can sell them off to the store. You can eBay them, whatever. What I'm saying is there's ways of turning the cards you have into cards you want. So 10 minutes left to go in this round. Hopefully we'll get to resolution.
What kind of app are you speaking of?
You know, that someone I think is someone's talking about the app for the iPod there, which is or Tier 1 technology.
Yeah.
I actually get a lot of questions about that app.
It's
called Life Total. It's available from the iTunes store. I got it 2 years ago because it was free. It's not, what we found out is from one of our viewers before who's looked it up, it's not available in the German iTunes.
Oh, man.
Or the App Store because he looked for it. I'm not sure it's still available, but it is called Life Counter. I do not know if it's available for the Android, but I'm sure you can find something.
I believe the Android one I used was called MTG Tracker, and it was free.
There are a million different kinds like that, so there are plenty of them available. Just search for MTG Life Counter and you'll find something. Some other comments in the chat talking about other decks that are pretty easy to get into. Dredge, also pretty easy to get into. Now, Lion's Eye Diamonds for the more explosive version, yeah, they do cost about $60 retail. You don't have to play with them.
No, they're not.
You can play with Tireless Tribes, and you can play Manaless Dredge. You can play a lot of different versions.
Charbelcher's kind of cheap.
Charbelcher's pretty cheap. Also, you need LEDs, but you can replace those with Metamorphose. Yeah, it's a little bit weaker of a deck, but it's still a deck. Affinity is relatively cheap to put together.
Because it doesn't even play Ravagers anymore, does it?
One or two, maybe. You don't
that's
need
like
them.
the most
You don't
expensive
need them.
thing.
So, turn 1 Goblin Guide does not get countered, as we see. Is that a Devastation Tide?
Oh yeah, Adam plays Devastation Tide.
Very interesting. Well, he's going to Miracle it here.
No.
Not the best Devastation Tide that he's ever cast, but...
You can buy like just a Fire and Lightning pre-constructed deck from Walmart. You can still find them, and then there's your half of a burn deck.
Sure.
I've seen people just buy 2 or 3 of those and just go at it.
The moral of this story is you do not have to have $1,000 cash in your pocket to play Legacy. All you have to have is that burning desire, and you will find a way.
Yep.
And you don't have to have like the Tier 1 deck. Do you know how many dual lands actually make their way onto the table in a deck that plays 2 colors usually? 1, maybe 2. You fetch them out. You play Zendikar fetch lands. They're about $10-15 a piece. You probably have some of those from previous decks. I don't know why we're on the soapbox about Legacy, but I feel like people need to know.
Yeah, I mean it's a misconception that keeps people from even attempting to try it. Like, you want to try the Legacy? No, I don't have that kind of money, and they just don't even begin to try. And in reality, it's just, it's no harder than getting into Standard.
More importantly, let's get back to the game here.
Looks like
Adam already down to 7. Suspended Rift Bolt. We do see a Flame Rift eat a spell snare.
Okay.
So top, we see Spell Snare and 2 other cards I could not see, but he put them back on top quickly. So, it's an island. He wanted the island. How much does Devastation Tide cost?
5. 2 to Miracle.
Spell Pierce. You might as well pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Drops Vickers to 4. A Fire Blast. No kill him. There's a Flame Rift. Do you want to run it out there?
Just let the Goblin God do it.
This is very exciting. He cast it. I mean, if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. Spin the top. There's a Spell Snare on top, so Adam will survive one more turn. But he is dead on board. He must do something with that Goblin Guide. He does have Devastation Tide in hand. And 2 copies of... and that's it.
Burn wins!
So, if you think Legacy's not for you, if you think you're overmatched, Michael Taylor, borrowing my burn deck, 2-1 victor, first Legacy match ever played.
Do we move somebody ever?
Do you believe in miracles?
I do.
Yes.
Not the ones that Adam's saying either.
We're not going to move anybody over because we only have 5 minutes left. They might be the last person down for the round. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch over here to Studio Cam.
Oh God, I need to brush my
so
hair.
That's an odd angle. I forgot to bring up literally everything. Hello everyone. Welcome to boom, nailed it. I do that every time. I do that every go back and watch. My name is Zachary Evans. This is Max Turner.
Yes, sir.
We are coming to you live from the broom closet. You know what's funny is people, our stream regulars who watch on Friday night, there's an actual broom in here today. That's not a prop. We did not bring that in here. I came in here today to set up the equipment, and there was an honest-to-goodness broom. So, you can honestly say that we are in the broom closet now. As I mentioned earlier, we're the #1 rated in the world Magic stream originating from a broom closet. That's the Elf Boo poster. There's a backstory to that. You want to check? You want to learn more about it? Go back to archives and watch.
Cliff asked.
Yeah, it's a fan favorite. We took it down because if we leave it up, then the chat and for all of our rounds just denigrates into a discussion about the Elf Boo poster. Some people, the last time we talked about it, people were upset because some people wanted it fully visible, and other people wanted it slightly off camera, you know, for that alluring.
Yeah, right. I see half a side.
You got to use your imagination or whatnot. But anyway, thank you all for joining us. There's only about 20 people watching. Not as nearly as many people as I would hope, but still, I appreciate everyone who's watching. If you're not familiar with us, we do this stream every week on Friday nights for Friday Night Magic, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Standard tournaments. More importantly, I did not have the chance to make up a graphic for this, but for those of you who are watching now, or for anyone who watches, I'll probably put these up on YouTube tomorrow. If anybody watches this before Friday, you are in for a treat because this Friday, Max knows what I'm talking about. This Friday, we are having Halloween-themed Friday Night Magic at Lost Legion Games and Comics. So for any of you all who are local, maybe you played another shop, maybe you don't usually play F&M, I'm telling you, this week,
best F&M ever.
Make it a point to come to Lost Legion Games and Comics, right behind the mountain, South Charleston. Halloween-themed F&M. Dress up, doesn't have to be elaborate.
Good location.
You have it's an excellent location. Ample parking, easy to get to. You don't have to have a crazy costume, just anything that shows some effort. We'll be here. We'll be streaming the event. I'll be bringing candy to hand out, so if you like free candy. And the only thing better than free candy is free candy you don't have to pay for.
That's right.
Exactly. So if you want to be here, more importantly, I will be commentating in costume. Hope to have several different flavors for each round. More importantly, as I've told everyone here, you want more information about this event, go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic, and you will see a picture of myself, a 32-year-old grown-ass man, dressed up like a giant Twinkie. Because if we get enough participation at this week's F&M, if enough people show up and enough people dress up, I will commentate the entire top 8 dressed as a giant Twinkie.
It's exciting.
Hey, not only are we the #1 Magic stream originating from a broom closet in West Virginia.
Correct.
We are also the #1 rated worldwide Magic stream where the host dresses up like a giant confectionery treat.
Have we Googled this?
You know what? I feel comfortable enough to not even have to go to Google on
No
that.
fact checkers. No fact checkers.
I mean, if somebody wants to argue with that about me, then
Cliff's going to argue with
we
you.
are in a world. But anyway, seriously, if you are local, you should definitely come down to Friday Night Magic. I'm trying to get,
$5 entry.
$5
Great
entry.
prizes.
Great, very. I don't want to say bottom heavy, but very fair distribution of packs.
It's very spread.
We pay down to 10th or 12th place a lot of the weeks. The more people that come, I'm trying to get, my goal is 30. I'm trying to get 30 people to come out to F&M. So if you enjoy what you see on the stream, you're within driving distance. I know you are.
We have a very diverse deck community. We're not all running down one road.
You will not have to worry about getting pummeled by net decks. Michael Taylor. Congratulations. We were just talking. Was that the first Legacy game you have ever played?
That is the very first Legacy.
So are you currently undefeated?
I'm
Michael Taylor,
Legacy.
currently undefeated lifetime in Legacy. So, Michael, I have a question for you. In that first game, when you were playing against the turn 3 Hardlock that your deck cannot beat, were you very excited about Legacy as a format?
I was more interested in just drawing cards and seeing what was in the deck. I didn't know if I had a way out of that or not. I assumed not.
The only way is if he plays a dude.
Yeah.
They're pairing up back there. But he has to play a dude, you have to kill it, and he has to not counter it, which is very unlikely.
Yeah.
But anyway, it sounds like they're pairing up back there.
Good luck.
Thanks.
We're going to take a brief break while we find another feature match for you. You'll take a look at this amazing graphic, and we will be right back.